Hello everyone, I welcome you one and all to my online classes. Today we are going to discuss part number 2, exercise 10.3. The name of the chapter is Straight Lines for the students of class 11 subject mathematics. A total of 18 questions are there in this exercise, and question number 1 to question number 9 they are already discussed in the first part. Today we shall discuss question number 10 to question number 18. So let us proceed now. Question number 10. The line through the points h3 and 4 comma 1 intersects the line 7x minus 9y minus 19 equal to 0 at right angle. Find the value of h. So here just what is the need? We need to find the slopes of the two lines. The first line joining these 2 points. Suppose the slope of the first line joining these 2 points is m1, which is calculated like this: y2 minus y1 divide x2 minus x1, which is equal to 1 minus 3 divide 4 minus h, which is equal to minus 2 upon 4 minus h. Likewise, the slope of the second line, which is written as m2, which is equal to minus coefficient of x divide coefficient of y, which is equal to minus coefficient of x is 7 divide coefficient of y is minus 9. This is equal to 7 upon 9. Now what is the thing? The two lines intersect at right angle. So what we do? We write here m1 into m2, this product equal to minus 1. So simply we have minus 2 upon 4 minus h into 7 upon 9 is equal to minus 1. So from here we have the calculation, minus is cancelled both sides. 7 into 2 14 is equal to 9 into 4 minus h. Okay, 7 into 2 14, right? We have 4 minus h is equal to 14 upon 9. That means h is equal to 4 minus 14 upon 9. So we have h is equal to 9 into 4 36 minus 14 upon 9, which is equal to 222 upon 9 is the value of h. Now what is the next question? Question number 11. Prove that the line through the point x1 comma y1 and parallel to the line ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 is a into x minus x1 plus b into y minus y1. So first of all, the line, required line which is parallel to this line is like this: ax, coefficient of x will be same, plus by, coefficient of y will be same, but this constant will be different. Suppose this is c1 equal to 0. Now this is given that this passes through this point x1 comma y1. So we should have a into, in place of x we write x1, plus b in place of y we write y1, plus c1 is equal to 0. Just only we are going to find the value of c1, right? So here, subtracting these two, we have a minus a 0, this becomes a coefficient x minus x1, plus taking b common y minus y1 is equal to 0. So this is the required form, this is the required result. Next question. Question number 12. two lines passing through the point 2 comma 3 intersects each other at an angle of 60 degree. If slope of one line is 2, find the equation of the other line. So what is here? We know that if theta is the angle between two lines, then we write tangent theta is equal to m1 the slope of first line minus m2 the slope of second line divide 1 plus m1 into m2. Right? Here theta is given to be equal to 60 degree. Tangent 60 degree is equal to m1 slope of first line is 2 minus m2 is to find out 1 plus 2 m2. Right? Now what is the value of tangent 60 degree? This is equal to square root of 3 is equal to 1 time we write plus 2 minus m2 divide 1 plus 2 m2. Second time we write square root 3 equal to minus 2 minus m2 divide 1 plus 2 m2. Right? So solving this first time, when this is square root, this becomes square root 3 plus 2 square root of 3 m2 minus 2 plus m2 equal to 0. And here this becomes square root 3 plus 2 square root of 3 m2 plus 2. This becomes minus 2 plus m2. This becomes minus m2 equal to 0. So from here we can say 2 into square root of 3 plus 1 into m2 is equal to 2 minus square root of 3. Also from here we have 2 into square root of 3 minus 1 into m2 is equal to minus 2 minus square root of 3. So value of m2 is 2 minus square root of 3 upon 2 square root 3 plus 1. Here value of m2 is minus 2 minus square root of 3 divide 2 square root 3 minus 1. Right? Now this is also given that the line intersects at 2 comma 3. So we can substitute the result in this equation. Y minus y1 is 3 equal to slope m2 into x minus x1 is 2. m2 one time we shall take this value, m2 second time we shall take this value. We shall have two equations of the line. Okay, now next question number 13. Find the equation of the right bisector of the line segment joining the points 3 comma 4 and minus 1 comma 2. So first of all, bisector, this word, it means we need to find the midpoint, which is equal to 3 plus 3 minus 1 upon 2 comma 4 plus 2 upon 2, which is equal to 1 comma 6 upon 2 3. So this is the bisector point, midpoint. Now also right word is there. Right mean 90 degree angle, right? So perpendicular. So first of all, this is m1 is equal to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. This is equal to 2 minus 4 upon minus 1 minus 3 is equal to minus 2 upon minus 4, which is equal to 1 upon 2. So because we are finding the right, so m2 will be equal to minus 1 upon m1. So this is equal to minus 2, right? Now two things are there. This point is given and the slope is also given. Now easily we can find the equation of that, the required line. Equation is y minus y1 is equal to slope, which is m2 into x minus x1. Y minus y1 is 3, is equal to m2 is minus 2, x minus x1 is 1. So from here we say 2x plus y minus 3 minus 2 minus 5 is equal to 0 is the required line. Question number 14. Find the coordinates of the foot of perpendicular from the point minus 1 comma 3 to the line 3x minus 4y minus 16 equal to 0. So here first of all this is the point minus 1 comma 3 and this is the line 3x minus 4y minus 16 is equal to 0. So first of all we find the, say this point is B and this point is A. A is the foot of perpendicular. Suppose the coordinates are A comma B, right? Now this is the line L. So first of all we find the slope of PA is equal to y2 minus y1 divide x2 minus x1. So we name this slope as m1 is equal to y2 is 3 minus b divide minus 1 minus a. Likewise the slope of line which is given here, that is equal to minus coefficient of x divide coefficient of y, which means we name this as m2 is equal to coefficient of x minus 3 upon minus 4, which is equal to 3 upon 4. Now because these two lines are perpendicular to each other, so we write m1 into m2 equal to minus 1, right? So here what is m1? This is 3 minus b divide minus 1 minus a into m2 is 3 upon 4 is equal to minus 1. So this minus will be cancelled. We are left with here now, we can say 3 into 3 9 minus 3b divide 4 plus 4a is equal to 1. So that means 9 minus 3b is equal to 4 plus 4a, right? That is, we can write this equation as 4a plus 3b plus 4 minus 9 minus 5 is equal to 0, right? Also a comma b, this point lies on the line, so we can also write here 3a minus 4b minus 16 is equal to 0, and this equation we have obtained as 4a plus 3b minus 5 is equal to 0. Solving this, multiplying this equation, first equation by 4 and second equation by 3, then subtracting, we have 4 into 3 12a minus 16b minus 64 is equal to 0. 12a plus 9b minus 15 is equal to 0. So we have 25b Solving this, b is equal to minus 49 upon 25, and substituting this value, we have a is equal to 68 upon 25. So this way the foot of perpendicular becomes 68 upon 25 comma minus 49 upon 25. This is the required result. Okay, now next question. Question number 15. The perpendicular from the origin to the line y is equal to mx plus c meets it at the point minus 1 comma 2. Find the values of m and c. So first of all, the point origin 0 0 and line is y is equal to mx plus c. So we can also write this as mx minus y plus c is equal to 0. Perpendicular mean this distance, right? Suppose find the values, this point meets it at minus 1 comma 2, right? Now what happens, what is this point? This is o and suppose this is p. Okay, slope of OP is equal to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. This is equal to 2 minus 0 upon minus 1 minus 0 minus 1. This is equal to minus 2. Suppose this is m1. Similarly, the slope of y is equal to mx plus c. This is m2 is equal to m, right? Now these two lines are perpendicular to each other, so we write m1 into m2 equal to minus 1. That is, m1 is minus 2, minus 2 into m2 is m is equal to minus 1. From here we can have m is equal to 1 upon 2. The value of m is 1 upon 2. Now one more thing is that this minus 1 comma 2 lies on this line. This point lies on this line. So we have y is equal to m value is 1 upon 2 into x plus c. Put x is equal to minus 1, y is equal to 2. So we have x, y mean 2 is equal to 1 upon 2, x is minus 1 plus c. So it means c is equal to 2 plus 1 upon 2, which is equal to 4 plus 1, 5 upon 2. So this is the value of question number 16. If P and Q are the lengths of perpendiculars from the origin to the lines x cos theta minus y sin theta equal to k cos 2 theta and x secant theta plus y cosecant theta equal to k respectively, then prove that p square plus 4q square is equal to k square. The very first line is this. This is the origin, 0 0 coordinates, and line is x into cos theta minus y into sin theta minus k cos 2 theta is equal to 0. Therefore, the perpendicular distance is p. This is p. P is equal to, in place of x we write 0. 0 into cos theta minus, in place of y we write 0. 0 into sin theta minus k cos 2 theta modulus sine whole divide square root of coefficient of x is cos theta its square cos square theta plus coefficient of y is minus sine theta, so minus sine theta its whole square, that is also equal to sine square theta. So what we can say, denominator is 1, sine square theta plus cos square theta is 1. So we say P is equal to modulus, this becomes k times cos of 2 theta divide 1, right? Second time, the distance from the origin O 0 0 and the line, second line is x into, we can say here this way, x into secant theta plus y into cosecant theta minus k equal to 0. This is the line. Now what is the perpendicular distance? Perpendicular distance is q. Q is equal to x, in place of x we write 0, 0 into secant theta plus y means 0, 0 into cosecant theta minus k whole divide coefficient of x is secant theta its square secant square theta plus coefficient of y its whole square cosecant square theta whole square root. Again we can say this q is equal to k divide secant square, we can convert this as secant square theta mean 1 upon cos square theta plus 1 upon sin square theta, this is equal to k upon sin square theta plus cos square theta, that is 1 upon sin theta into cos theta, right? Multiplying and dividing by 2, 2 divided 2 multiplied, so this becomes 2 sin theta into cos theta mean sin 2 theta, so k times sin of 2 theta, k into sin of 2 theta divide 2. Now this becomes 2 will be multiplied here, 2q is equal to k sin of 2 theta. If this is equation number 1 and this is equation number 2, squaring and adding these two equations we get this result, p square plus 4q square equal to k square is common, sin square 2 theta plus cos square 2 theta, that is equal to 1. Next question, question number 17. In the triangle ABC with vertices A 2, 3, B 4, -1 and C 1, 2, find the equation and length of altitude from the vertex A. So here this is the triangle, the name of this triangle is ABC. A is 2, 3, B is 4, -1 and C is 1, 2, right? Altitude from the vertex A, it means we have to draw perpendicular. Suppose this is P, right? So first of all, equation we have to find equation of BC. this is y minus y1, y1 is minus 1 equal to y2, 2 minus minus 1 upon x2 minus x1, 1 minus 4 into x minus x1, x1 is 4. That means y plus 1 is equal to 3 upon minus 3 x minus 4. That is y plus 1 is equal to minus x plus 4. So we can say x plus y minus 3 is equal to 0 is the equation of side BC. So BC is x plus y minus 3 equal to 0. Now what is the question? Find the length of altitude AP. Therefore AP distance is equal to modulus sign. In place of x we put 2 plus in place of y we put 3. Next is minus 3 divide coefficient of x in this equation is 1 its whole square plus coefficient of y is 1 its whole square, that is equal to 2 upon square root 2, which is equal to square root 2 units. This is the length of altitude, right? Now one more thing, what is the equation of the altitude? For this purpose, its slope m1 is coefficient of x which is minus 1 upon coefficient of y which is 1 is equal to minus 1. Therefore slope of AP is equal to minus 1 upon this slope m1 which is equal to 1, because this is perpendicular, so slope will be calculated this way. This is m2, right? Now we can find the equation. Okay, how to find the equation? Slope intercept form. Slope to point and slope is given. So equation of AP is y minus y1, y1 is 3 equal to slope is 1 into x minus x1, x1 is 2, right? This way we have x minus y plus 3 minus 2 plus 1 is equal to 0. So this is the equation of the altitude. Okay, two questions are asked. One is what is the length of altitude? This is square root 2 units. What is the equation of the altitude? This is x minus y plus 1 equal to 0. Now next question. Question number 18. This question is very important to the examination point of view. If P is the length of perpendicular from the origin to the line whose intercepts on the axes are A and B, then show that 1 upon P square equal to 1 upon A square plus 1 upon B square. First of all, what is the line? What is the equation of the line whose intercepts on the axes are A and B? Obviously this is x intercept is A plus y intercept is B is equal to 1. This is the equation of the line. Now length from the origin, this is the origin O 0 comma 0 and this is the line. Equation of the line is, this can be written like this: 1 upon A into x plus 1 upon B into y minus 1 is equal to 0, right? Now what is the perpendicular distance? This is P. So we write it as P is equal to modulus of 1 upon A. In place of x we write this 0 plus this 1 upon B in place of y we write this 0 minus 1 modulus closed divide square root sign coefficient of x is 1 upon a its whole square plus coefficient of y is 1 upon b its whole square. Now squaring both sides we have p square is equal to, this becomes only 1 upon 1 upon a square plus 1 upon b square. So conclusion is cross multiplying we have 1 upon a square plus 1 upon b square is equal to 1 upon p square. This is what we wanted to prove, hence the result. That's all. Thank you very much.